Sixties. Starring Tex Madison and his Madman Playboy All-Stars.
We have an American band pretending to be Australian, the Dave Clark Five, Ohio State University, and someone calling himself Weird Al. And that's not separate acts, that's one thing. And it all adds up to the fantastic story of the song, Hang On Sloopy. Yeah, I'm Tex Madison. Welcome to the 60s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's the 60s. Today featuring Hang On Sloopy, the frat boys' party anthem. Well, the song, the artist, and the year. That should be easy enough. Well, not quite. Here's the deal. Hang On Sloopy was co-written by Wes Farrell and Burt Burns. However, according to Rick Derringer, who I'll get to in a minute, the song was sold by a high school kid to Burt Burns, also known as Burt Russell. God knows why. The first recorded version of the soon-to-be hit was by the black soul group The Vibrations in 1964, which reached number 26 on the singles chart. You should check it out because it has awesome horns. In the spring of 1965, a group in the Pacific Northwest calling themselves the Olympics had a local hit with a cover of it, but forget all that, because what's important is the Strangeloves.
Like Dr. Strangelove, the movie?
Yes, just like that, except different in every single possible way. The Strangeloves were a band, yet not a band. They were three producers from Brooklyn who had produced the hit My Boyfriend's Back, but now pretended to be Australians and were touring together with the Dave Clark Five. I guess they do count as a band because they were touring their current hit, I Want Candy, which barely missed the top 10. You may be familiar with the Bow Wow Wow cover version from far in the future. The Dave Clark Five liked the version of Sloopy the Strangeloves were playing and said they were going to release it themselves as their next single when they got back to London. The Strangeloves knew that that version would likely outsell their own, but they weren't supposed to follow up I Want Candy for a few months anyhow. So they came up with a cunning plan. But before that cunning plan, you're about to learn incredible stuff about Burt Burns from our Ohio State University correspondent, Little Miss Lonely. Little Miss Lonely, are you there?
Yes, Tex, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, Little Miss Lonely, who is this cat, Burt Burns?
Burt Burns was a New Yorker that loved mambo and went to Cuba in the late 50s.
How'd that work out for him?
Exactly as you'd guess, he came home because of the revolution.
Okay, and for the sake of this show, I'm guessing his story doesn't stop there.
Nope, he either wrote, produced, or both. Twist and Shout, Under the Boardwalk, Here Comes the Night, Baby Please Don't Go, and Piece of My Heart. That was just a few of the classics that Burt Burns was responsible for.
Wow, what did he do later on?
Not a whole lot. He died of a heart attack in 1967 at the age of 38.
But that's a hell of a legacy, with Sloopy and I Want Candy thrown in for good measure.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Who drinks malt liquor these days?
I drink it because of the pressure of work.
I drink it because I'm from Texas.
I drink it because everyone cheats on me. Or dies.
In this Cold War world, there's just no time to waste.
Do you have time to waste?
No!
Do you have time to waste?
No!
And do you have time to waste? Early weekend malt liquor, because the world could end tomorrow. And we're back with more Hang On Sloopy. So, the Strangeloves thought, screw that. And to deny the Dave Clark Five's success, they recruited a band called Rick and the Raiders, who had opened for them in Dayton, Ohio, to release the song that the Strangeloves had already recorded the music to, but under Rick and the Raiders' name. They just had 16-year-old lead singer Rick Zeringer, who they rechristened Rick Derringer, sing the lead vocal, and then, to avoid a conflict with hit band Paul Revere and the Raiders, they changed the name of the band to the McCoys for the release. The single was released August 14th, 1965, beating the Dave Clark Five to the charts, and the iconic version hit #1 on October 2nd. And to explain why the heck we're talking to an Ohio State University correspondent in the first place, well, to answer that, I'm going to phone Ohio-born actress Doris Day, and you shall see. I have her number here. 2, 4, 3, 0. It's ringing. Hello, Doris?
Speaking?
You don't sound like a Doris.
Don't look like one either.
Well played. Anyhow, not Doris Day. What's the deal with Ohio State, Ohio, and Hang On Sloopy?
Well, it's the state song.
What do you mean?
Well, for decades, the marching band at Ohio State University has played the song at every football game just before the fourth quarter. And in 1985, it became Ohio's, well, the actual state's official rock tune.
Okay. But who was this Sloopy, this girl, anyhow?
Oh, it's rumored that she was Dorothy Sloop, an Ohioan jazz pianist who went by Sloopy. But you'd have to ask Burns about that.
He's dead.
Yeah.
And on that happy note, I'll say thank you, not Doris Day. Oh, well, that's it, folks. That's all for now from the 60s.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, sorry, Tex. Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny L., Dr. Johnny L. of the Madman Band. But that's not important. What is important is that Rick Derringer went on to have a distinguished career after Sloopy.
Do tell.
Well, in the 70s, he played and recorded with Edgar Winter and Alice Cooper and had solo success with the hit single Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. But he did something truly amazing a few years down the line.
Do tell.
Rick Derringer produced the first 6 Weird Al Yankovic albums. You're welcome.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our time really is up for today, but I'd like to thank Little Miss Lonely, Dr. Johnny L. and the Madmen Band, Not Doris Day, and of course our sponsor, Early Weekend Malt Liquor, and our producers, Porter and Terrell Syndrome and Megapixel. If there is anything else worth knowing about Hang On Sloopy that we haven't covered, or if there is anything else on your 60s mind, tell us in the comments. You can listen to the Madmen Band's version of Hang On Sloopy right here, and you can listen to a few other versions of Sloopy, including the Vibrations and the McCoys, right here. Do not forget to subscribe for all your dreams to come true, and remember, you're always welcome back to the 60s. 1, 2, 3, 4!